Hello, beautiful boys and or girls. Welcome to South Rune. This is a slightly old replay, and by old I mean like 2 weeks, maybe. I don't quite remember. But yes, we have a 3v3 today. For the top right team, we have Borch, and a little story about Borch later on, but he's playing Woodland Realm with the Woodman start, already making those boys. His teammate is Adavasi, Cool Kid. No, it's just Isengard. And to finish it off, we have another Isengard, and it's Mad Mads. And I think I have house colors on. I don't like them, but whatever. Anyway, on the opposite team is Tusky, who I keep seeing more and more of. Plays a decent AOTR, actually. Power to him. He's Woodland Realm. And in the back, it's Hesh, Daddy Hesh as Rivendell. And then to finish it all off, it's me, it's your boy. Yeah, I'm playing Erebor. So, I am by far, or maybe not the worst player in the lobby, but I definitely played the worst in this lobby, so you have that to look forward to. I thought Borch was a newbie. I had no idea what he was doing, so I thought I'd play it sort of lackadaisical, and then he just rocks up with the horn at the gate, with Woodmen that are so good this patch. Amazing damage, versatility, everything. They're back in their prime. Takes out my mine. And then because I was creeping with some barding phalanx, I wasn't really looking here. And I basically, when my dudes come out, I use the Horn of Erebor when they're already half dead, and I end up losing 2 mines. So a pretty rough start, to say the least. And yeah, they're level 2, because I was very slow on the delete of the buildings. So facing banner carriers, they've still got the buff. And, well, the Bema won't matter. And now I do on the variable, what are you... Okay, well, yeah, rough start, and that's basically all you need to know. Adavasi wanting to double up on me, thinks I'm the weak link, he's not wrong. But yeah, hitting my mines. And, wait, that's Borch as well. What the hell, Hesh? Throwing me to the wolves, you little rat bastard. God damn. Yeah, anyway, it's okay. Heshplay didn't want to know me. Hey, I don't blame him. This was Madman's. I have no idea what this guy is. Or rather, his experience with AOTR. But yeah, Tusky knows a thing or two. And Tusky, actually sort of doing the same strat as Borch, except he is leveling up his Sylvan Barracks to get spears as cover. So I make Erebor archers out of desperation because basically, even with barding units, I couldn't catch up with the Woodman. So I made Erebor archers to just get some free damage wherever I could. Anyway, mineshaft there. Rebuild.
Town's guard reported.
And Hesh actually getting a nice trample there, avoiding the Woodland Wildman. And... oh yeah, the dogs. Dude, it's totally worth getting the dog upgrade. You want to know why? You want to know why the dog upgrade on the Woodman is actually one of the unsung abilities in this mod? It's because the dogs will insta-kill the random dudes patrolling the buildings that get in your way every damn time. They actually just kill them immediately. It's just such good value. Anyway, little bit of pressure on Hesh, but not that much. Tusky doing a full-on attack. We're going to check over here. Okay, yeah, he's made Walk Sentry early on. Not the worst idea, but generally experienced players don't play Walk Sentry. They'd rather put their money in an actual unit. But if you can sort of use this as like a creeping barrage, I remember Sawman used to do Wildman spam and then Walk Sentry, Walk Sentry, Walk Sentry, and just basically just creep up to the enemy base. You can do that if you want. But it's not recommended. Anyway, is he making walks? He is. Needs to avoid the spears, but they should do decent damage against the Woodman. And for some reason, line of sight is kind of... yeah, line of sight's a little chucky-wucky on the Urk Scouts there, because they've had to get really close with their bows. They've been marked with Bema, which means they take bonus range damage. And they're gonna fall to the Woodman. Woodman experiencing nothing but W's. So I find it insanely boring when Dwarf players only make Manish units. I get it. In certain matchups, you basically need it. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to mix it up with some Dwarven units too. Anyway, here comes a trample. Do I get across in time? A little bit.
Right now,
Anyway,
put down
these
your
guys who are
dice.
level 3, these woodmen were the ones that killed my Men of Dale and got 2 mines. They will hit level 5, they're level 4 now. They will hit level 5 and they will actually live until the very end of the game. I do not kill them, I do not get revenge, and Borch is not on my block list, but he's getting close. RuudDevil, you can't just block someone because they're better than you. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Alright, no pikes? Are there pikes in there? I think they've been focused. I think the Outriders can go back in. Adivasi with the first hero lane of the game. It is Lurtz. Already level 2. I think maybe the Cav gets a lot of XP or something. But yeah, it's really fortunate that he's leveling up that quickly. I like to usually put him in melee. Alright, nice trample, nice trample, nice trample. Oh, there's some spears there. And Hesh with the slick moves to avoid it. Alright, what's going on here? Men of Dale getting trampled. There was a bit of a fight over here in the corner for the hunting shrines. I think in the end I do win. But we'll see.
Defenders of the Shire.
So, I sort of gauged my performance not just by how many units I lost, but also by how far behind I am in the PowerPoints game. If you look at my teammate, Daddy Hesh, he's half a point away from his Breath of Manwë, whereas me, I'm at 3. I'm at 3! What is this kid doing? Yeah, it's not a good day for me, but hey, whatever. Alright, how many Urk scouts are there? 1, 2. He's sort of bunching up. He should send a few units in behind to put pressure on the buildings. Other than that, it's okay. Alright, many meetings. Well, what have we got? Ooh, Westfold is very nice. He's not gonna get the he's not gonna get those Urk pits, so he might as well just try and go with the furnace. These units are free, so just send them in, put pressure on. And while he's doing that, he can get the furnace, so job well done. Alright, right side. He's done Horn at the gate. Do I not have a hero out yet? Dude, how bad was my eco? I'm trying so hard. Look at this little guy! Ugh. Man, okay, I know Erebor gets battle wagons. And I think I do make a thingy. A siege works after a while. Sorry, after a while. But battle wagons just aren't reliable. They're just not. Like, the trample runs out way too fast. And those archers would just stop them. I think I do make a couple, but, yeah, it's... If you really... just Dwarves' lack of cavalry is such a hindrance, man. It's such a shame. Anyway, this, Tusky farming some nice power points there. Ooh, nice trample. Actually, insta-kill. Was the Howl used? It was used. Not so free kills. Very nice. Actually, they might have evened the odds a little bit, because these guys, I think, might be in fort range here. Hesh is coming over, sees his teammate is under pressure, but the Wargs are doing well. Spearmen are actually nowhere to be seen! These Wargs, how are they not leveled up yet? Man, I would want my money back if I was a Warg, because that banner carrier should have been out years ago. Alright, we have, I think it's still just Lurtz in there. Yeah, there he is. Is he level 4 yet? He is level 4, okay. He's on his sword, actually. Or is this level 5 now? Oh, Cripple's level 5. Okay, no, he was on his bow. He just... Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know they moved that to level 5. That's huge. Okay, double up. We're looking at Adivasi POV, right? Yeah. So he's close to tier 2. He's going to go for industry. Alright, there's Brand. I figured since he's just going to be hiding with his ranged units, I'm just going to try and level up the Black Arrow of Dale, get some free kills there. But it is paining me to make this many Manish units. I mean, I like Men of Dale, but I still want more. Alright, so he's bunched up here. They're level 5. Those are the Woodmen. Get like 3 or 4 kills with the slam shot, the Black Arrow of Dale. And yeah, no cav really from Borch. More horse archers would have actually been really cool. Because you would have had the trample when he needed, but he'd also have the range. Anyway. While this is generally a bad game from me, I do have, I think, 2 clutch plays. I will tell you when the 2 clutch plays show up. They are big. Okay?
Recall your company.
Oh yeah, this is bad. I mean, I had some spare units. I thought I'd attack. And as I do, frickin' Farron shows up, and the shield bash is just gonna give him free XP. I don't even get the hunting shrine. In fact, I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to see it. They all get fed. What is this? Oh, Greenwood. He made Greenwood already? Alright. Well, Tusky's got tier 2. He's gone with the Elven King's Feast. Very nice. These guys are moving up. Alright, there's no other action going on. I'm going to have to look at my fail. Archers from both sides, plus Farron straight to level 2 with the shield bash. And yeah, there's some free XP and power points. Borch went with Radagast. Radagast just makes Woodman even better. Does he give them... He gives... Okay, so the Bjornings only get the XP. But the Woodmen get the XP, and they get the damage and armor, which is huge. Alright, there's an XD on Tusky. And Adavasi making Wolfgar there for a bit of extra leadership. We have another hero actually out from him. It is Ugluk. That's a no-brainer. You want the heal. Always bring your tree back. Okay, the timer's run on that too. Alright, Greenwoods this early is a strange choice. And isn't that terrifying? Look at all those Urk Scouts on melee, backed up by Wargs. Holy crap. And yeah, I've never seen that many Urk Scouts on melee. And Tauriel? Is she gonna slip by? Honestly, she deserves to die for being that out of place, but no, she's actually going to be... she's gonna get away, which is a bit annoying for Mads there. Alright, Trample. There's so many archers. The Trample ends. Breland is protecting the Dunedain. Actually, Dunedain getting hit a little bit. Grey Company now. So it's Grey Company versus Uruk Heroes. We've got 10 more points for Adavasi. And this POV, Elven King's Patience, is on Borch. Alright, so Borch is over here. It's 3 versus 2. I think Hesh tells me to attack since it's 3v2. And Tainted Land at the gates. You hate to see it. But, I mean, this might be hard to take down, but they can easily get the Hunting Shrine. They should actually be prioritizing that. Okay, so here's the attack. There's Gloin with his little Waddle Dee animation. Let's go. But the big fight's here. Okay, he's moving back. It's going to take him a while, though, to get back. And wow, I'm actually quite thankful I put on house colors, because there's a lot of mirror matching going on here. Look how many dogs! Guy was prepared. Alright, catching strays. Literally drive-by. Hesh paying for my sins. I'm sorry. Alright, there's the battle wagon. I think there was a hunting shrine here. I don't know. Do I get the builder? Nope, he was smart enough to retreat him. Have I even hit tier 2 yet? My brother in Eru, I'm at 6! Your boy is at 6 power points. Okay, any spears? Yes, there's 1 spear. No, there's 2 spear. RuudDevil will then plow straight into them, and there you go. Okay, some might say skill issue. Hold up, I heard Breath of Monway. Surrounded by many meetings. Hold up, what do we got here? Oh, he hit me with the Elven King's Patience, and then he cut me off. The heroes alone. This is not looking good for RuudDevil the Grey. Oh no, yeah, Elven King's Patience. So I'm like, well, I can't move. Let me move Gloin back so he gets leadership and I can heal. And I had a forward mind so Bran can escape. But god, what a terrible time for tier 2 to drop. And you can just hear those dogs ripping my Guardians to shreds. Level 5, the Bane. Okay, Bran does escape. Gloin is not so lucky, and the rest of my dwarves are not. I have teched up to Iron Hills, trying to get some sturdiness to my front line. Alright, we'll see it. We'll see the day that the Gloin fell. There it is. Killed by some weird crackhead in the forest. At least Bran survived, okay. Hesh is like, man, why am I paired up with this ball and chain? I didn't even get tier 2! Okay, anyway, yeah, level 3. We are going to make another battle wagon, not yet though. And yeah, basically the strategy is just to get tanky dwarves. It feels like such a risk, and this guy never made horse archers, but I reckon if I went Men of Dale archers and upgraded them, I think he would have just immediately gone for it. It just always seems like such a risk to go Men of Dale archers. Because you got to get the heavy armor, whereas with these boys, they come with heavy armor. Alright, a 2-on-1 situation. Adavasi is coming over. It's selling the goats. Trying to do my little bit, get some free damage. Radagast does fall. I think focused by all the archers there. And Adavasi noticing the danger way before me. I'm like, no, wait for me, Hesh. Don't leave me here. Don't leave me. And there's Berserkers. My Iron Hills. Run! Run for your life! They taste man blood. And, yeah, gonna lose that forward mine once again. There's a level 5. There he is. I'm just gonna keep pulling him out every time I see him. So we got 4 Berserkers, we got Worm Tongue, we've got... Is there a Shield Bearer in there?
To the trees.
There is a Shield Bearer in there. Okay, you don't need to put Shield Bearers in formation for them to do the thing. Okay. Oh! Hesh playing for my sins again! I'm so sorry, man! Yeah, no, there's no way he's not gonna die. I do hit the Berserkers in the back line, but that's a little consolation. He does fall. Yeah, Berserkers do fall. That could have been a bit nasty. The heal does come in, but yeah, there's just way too much damage. And that's going back from the grave. Alright, so Grimbiorn plus Bjorning Berserkers and a Greenwood Barracks. He's definitely going into the late game. Okay, let's see what this Urk... Okay, attacking into the tree. Sometimes you don't have a choice, but this is voluntarily. He's the one attacking, and this is bad. He's got no way of destroying this tree. This is Omega buff. He does have Greenwood Swordsman in formation, which you love to see. Unfortunately, they don't have their level 2 upgrade to give nearby out. They can do it now. Let's see if he's smart enough to do it. 20% armor is nothing to turn your nose up at. And yeah, thanks for the feed. Yeah, this is basically the equivalent of fighting on terrain, by the way. So you want to never do it. You want to never do it. And Mads has learned that the hard way. Anyway, this... I think he did lose his barracks, because this is in a different spot. And that is Hesh. Also, apologies if I get Adavarsi and Hesh mixed up. They're both Polish, so that's enough to confuse me. Actually, no, is Adavarsi even Polish? Dude, I don't know. He's from somewhere. One of those weird countries. But yeah, I get them mixed up all the time. But yeah, Hesh is on my team. I'll try and remember that. Okay, Dunlending units. I like that they've actually tried something different. A lot of Woodman strats with the Dunlendings. Huskarls are going to be a nightmare if he goes for it. I don't quite remember. Okay, so they've seen that Hesh is over here. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I can do it. And this is where clutch... Is this clutch number 1? This might be clutch number 1, actually. So, undermine. Or sorry, tunnel collapse. Ready to go. What if I just... what if I just stunned all of your army out of RC? Yeah, you could do Vision of the Plant here. That's speed buff, not fear resist. And free kill, free kill, free kill, free kill, free kill. Lots of free kills. Wait, where's the Litho? Oh! From Tusky! Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Battle Wagon goes in. There's another level 5 archers. Farron versus Brand. Gloin getting focused, but that's okay because he's actually got the heal, so it's okay for him to take damage. Gonna retreat, pop the heal immediately. And, this is knotted strings to ignore enemy armor. And Trample City. My first win. What are we, like 20 minutes into this game? My first win? And thank you, Trample City. How this thing is only level 2. Come on, give me level 3. I want to... Come on, level 3. Do I get greedy? No, go back in. Go back in. We want level 3. Come on. There's level 3. Okay, how deep do we go here? Alright. Heroes are hitting me, plus the fortress. Run, 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 run. Okay, yeah. Alright, Noldor archers now. Nice. Tier 3 from Borch. Grimbiorn felled again. Hef's doing so well to pinpoint the heroes with his archers.
No. Forgive me. I can't.
And Farron is actually down as well.
My son.
And... Oh my goodness! Breath of Monarchy to protect the Aragorn. Tainted Land, he wants the Aragorn. Gloin is there to help. I got your back, trampling the Berserker, but there's pikes in there, and it falls. Of course it does, go. And that's many meetings, and I think... Oh, so that's not Aragorn, that's Halbarad. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was someone important. Thought it was someone important. Anyway, you saw the cleave there? You saw the +6, +6, +3s? Yeah, I'm not going to fight on that terrain. Are you crazy? Alright, he's been hit with the Elven King's Patience. He's not going to get out of there alive. You know, try my best to try and cover for him, but it's not easy. Alright, do I have any power points? Borch obviously beat me to tier 3 because of course he was going to. Dude, Tusky at 21. That feed under the Elven King's Feast was huge in the balance of power. And Tariel on her knives. Nice. I love the splash damage she gets. It's actually really strong. A bit risky because she's squishy, but damn, it's some good damage. Anyway, so that was clutch play number 1, stunning the entire army. I'm surprised there was no resistance to that. And And a power that I have newfound respect for. Listen, I know we would all rather prefer Rain of Fire or Flood just to instantly wipe an army. But the Stag gives you... Hold up. There it is. But the coolest thing, you see what these guys are running? That's not, they're not being moved there. That's because all nearby units are terrified. You can literally CC the entire enemy army by just running this Stag around. It's so funny to see. Plus 300% armor, I assume it works now. And then 300% XP. Which, if it was 300%, I was kind of expecting everything to be level 5 there. Alright, they're gonna double up now. They sense Mads is the weak link. I thought it was just me. And I want another demonstration of the Terrifier. Alright, Hall of Fire. I don't think he was going to get many kills. That was just purely to delay them. Them being Adivasi's army. Send in the goats. I could have just dropped that anywhere, but I thought, let me just do some free damage to the guy over here. And Battle Wagon number 3 going in. Have I even hit... Look, I'm at 8 points. Dude, I got ripped off. Yeah, no barrels. Dude, I didn't drop a single barrel. Sad. Alright, does Mine Launcher get value? You bet your bottom dollar it does. Ugluk hit by the Farron Cripple. Free damage, baby. Although they should be able to tankle that if the Stag is there. I don't know, it depends. Mine Launcher does a lot of damage. There's the stun from Radagast. Actually, from Tusky's Radagast. That's why Adivasi got hit there. And super outnumbered here. Super outnumbered. Even with the damage buff, Ugluk is going to have to bail. Tier 4 is still out, by the way. About to disappear, though. Okay, I'm pushing. With Iron Hells. What level's Bran? Level 5? Not actually buffing anything here. Hey, yo, I made King Dane? Alright, cool. I'm down with that. Do I get a hero, though? It doesn't look like I'm able to get a hero. Level 5 Woodman. There they are. There they are. And a retreat. Okay. There's Freezing Rain. 1 point away from tier 3. And just queuing up more Iron Hills. Alright. So Mads has sort of been crippled. I'm pretty sure Adivasi would be in a position to give him money, so it's not that bad. Or not as bad as it could be, but it's still not that great. Alright, there's tier 3 for me. And this is important because this is clutch moment number 2. Hey, Uzbadul? Struggling against Greenwood, of course. Why wouldn't they? And Legolas level 6, because apparently he was just getting so many free kills. So many free kills. Iron Hills I paid 700 for, and just getting wrecked by the archer combo. There it is. Yeah, this guy frustrating the hell out of me with his archers. How am I supposed to run them down? I get a battle wagon. And Gimli doesn't cripple anymore. Okay, so this is where my brain's going. Making very limited progress. I've got the Undermine. I see them at the gates. Well, it's time for old RuudDevil to pull clutch play number 2. And Halbrad has been hit with cripple again. Don't know why he's been getting him. And the Undermine should drop any second now. Halbrad, Dunzo, Chief. I'm sorry about that. Let's get the job done. Alright, taking my sweet time. I think I was just getting the last of my units prepared. Yeah, I mean, they're basically denying the enemy Tainted Land, which is kind of funny. Grey Company, level 8. Actually trying to use those abilities. I don't know if they work on auto cast. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't, but whatever. And I don't know whose is this. It's Mads. Okay, so he's getting some free Urks from that. I ping Adivasi... Sorry, I ping Hesh for Vision here. Because I was trying to do Undermine to try and get Legolas and Tauriel. But then he decided to pull back, so I cancelled the plan. And that's when I decide, okay, we're going to undermine the fort. And just need to wait for their next attack. Actually hilarious how far behind I am. Look, my opponent is at tier... almost tier 4. You love to see it. Anyway. This is undermine. Double tainted land. They have fire arrows now. That's a lot of damage. Breath of Manwë used very prematurely. Getting very little value there, sadly. And undermine here, surely. There it is! Finally! Troops pump... first wave comes out. We got Forge Blades on the Uzma duel. And look how much damage. I mean, unupgraded Fortress. No armor upgrade. There's the second wave. Danny boy's here, baby! And we go straight for the fort. There's the horn. Who got hit with the flood? Damn, kills them on tainted land. Flood is such a strong tier 4. There's the quad ping from me saying, hey, I need buffs. And boom, the fort goes down. Clutch play number 2 completed. And, yeah. Bless Adivasi trying his best to try and help Maz, but just too many units here. I feel like Woodland Realm should have pushed me a bit harder. He was just sort of chilling there. Content with farming power points. Well, you're going to just sit there? Well, I'm just going to go after your teammate. Have fun with that. Anyway, I see the builder. I make sure to kill him before we go. And try and duel on the field. Does Elrond die here? I can't remember if he does. I think he gets low, if not. Nope, he gets crippled. Okay, yeah, I knew I remembered something. Alert's going in on Carnage. Never mind, he got aggroed on the many meetings, Lemao.
I require your blade.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, Borch actually uses the tier 4 correctly. It gives all of your units the ability to trample. So look, tramples with the Greenwoods. It's so awesome. So awesome, dude. That regular units can just trample. It's so cool. And because it gives you speed and armor and debuffs the enemy. Yeah, I mean, look. Beautiful. Well done, Borch. I'd say that's play of the game, but, yeah, his fort's already down. Yeah, that was really awesome. Alright, Thranduil. Ooh! Killed by, his son. That's not, horrendous or anything. What is he slowed by? Does this slow as well? Wait, what? Oh, it does slow. Holy cow. Lego's best hero in the game. Holy cow. Okay. Anyway, I think I pulled back some of my units. They're not dead. I think I pulled them back. We are now at the fort with demolishers, laddie. And tier 3. The one time I don't cover my archers, and he has his cav summon. My beautiful Iron Hills. Why? What did I say? Didn't I say it's a risk making Menadale archers? God damn it. Anyway, the little damage that I do get on this, or with this demolisher, is actually huge. Because it allows me to secure the fort later on with minimal fuss. And I don't think he gets one more hit. He does not. Yeah, man. I think I would have actually been able to just take that whole base there. If not for the fact that, you know, my entire backline just got nuked. That's a bit of a shame. Anyway, they're hunting down the last of Mads. I think that was his last builder. He does have some red over here. Let me have a look. It doesn't look like. I think Tusky did get the final builder there. Yeah, okay, so he's basically got this. And that's about it. And then that should be GG. And then it's the great big push into Addy's base. Look how many points he's got. He's almost got enough for his second tier 4. Look. Look, here's Hesh. And then here's me. God damn it. Alright. We're going to keep it on Rivendell Cam. That's just depressing. Alright, so what level is Gimli? Level 2. Clearly been doing a lot.
Ready for orders.
Keeping my Demolisher on 1 HP instead of sending him to the Siege Works where he can repair. Alright, so yeah, Mads is out. No more red on the map. Borch is moving over. And I think as soon as they attack is when I go in. And then, yeah, basically done. There was one more big RuudDevil whoopsie. And then we're done for today.
Straight road.
Is that Kirdan? It is
You can
Kirdan.
match
Cool.
our skill with a bow.
Okay, there's no... Okay, you don't need to autocast Messenger of Ulmo, Hesh. I saw it. So yeah, I think we were gonna make a big push on Borch, and then we saw this. So Hesh has to double time it back. He does have tier 3 as a little stumbling block. Or as a delaying action. What does Saruman get up to? Is that Legolas on melee? It is. This guy got balls. Alright, so Litho did come in, but undone by the Ugluk heal. Freezing Rain as well. Actually, no, that's lights go out. And Adivasi straight up crazy. Saruman running on the spot. And there it is. Okay, going for the fort. I'm only showing this instead of the actual battle. Because... yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't need that army anyway. That's fine. That's fine. That's more than okay. It's okay. Because the Demolisher is going to finish off the fort. There it is. And that, my lads, is a dragon. Nope, my lads, that is game. And I think it's a quit at the end. Yeah, that's it. That's GG. And there you go. Even if you're getting consistent L's, one undermine will save you. And that is the moral of the story, I've decided. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.